My name is Jonathan Whitaker, and I am the father of Justice Orion Whitaker, my daughter, who I haven't seen or talked to since the day after her 11th birthday on Sunday, October 13th, 2018, when I dropped her back off at her home at the time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Do the math on that one. Her mother, Precious Angel Parker, completely cut me off. I don't know why. Blocked me on social media, and right now, this is me being desperate to find my daughter justice. The only thing that the state of Wisconsin family court system cares about is that they get that child support out of each of my paychecks every 2 weeks. And even they say that they don't know where Justice and her mother are. The thing that they do know is that they're no longer in the state of Wisconsin. So can you please help me find my daughter? Maybe search social media or try something that I haven't thought of. If you find her, please tell her to get in touch with her father Jonathan, or Google Joe Blackula. Tell her that I miss her, and as I've always told her, that her father loves her very much. Thank you.
Why your face all pent up out of shape?
I don't know. I can't see what I look like.
Can you smile? Maybe that'll help. No?
I don't force things like that.
You're not mad at me about anything?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. That sounds like a not the store, not the truth. Are you gonna be out there? Or are you coming here with me?
I'm going as soon as
I need some interaction though. Well, for the 2024, like you have questions sometimes that go deeper and stuff like. Oh, it's so high. You're blocking my mouth again. Don't you want all these lips to be shown? Can I see myself too? Oh, I wish I could do that right now. I'll just figure out a way to start. Whew, okay. Ooh. I'm having to figure out a way to start. Like, I just can't sit down and start. I gotta, like, make sure my girls is okay and the jacket and, okay.
Joe Blackula.
You recording? That you touch! You know, like, hookah. How's my hair? Stop it! I'm straight raw. Stop. I just need something to get my mouth juicy. Wow. I don't get no experience in it. I better prove everything you use. Oh, say. What? You're not throwing me off. What did I say? Can't do it. Okay, so Fani Willis, is that her name? Fani Willis, and what's dude's name? Nathan Wade, baby. Like, I have been all invested in this trial. So today is March 5th, 2024 at 7:46 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we are now waiting for the judge to come back with his verdict about Fani Willis, if she misappropriated funds with a relationship to allow her to get more fabulous things, right? So the deal is, she was dating Nathan Wade. Fani Willis is the DA for Fulton County in Georgia. And she is the one who has brought up a lot of these RICO charges for a lot of these rappers. So she's brought a lot of indictments. There it is, because indictment means they got something on you. Revolving like RICO charges with these rappers and things like that. Like, okay, you're saying this in your song, then we see that you're doing this, we're gonna bring charges on you. So she is also the same one who's actually accusing and that have indicted Trump, the one who wanted to build the wall. Y'all remember him? Mm-hmm. We wish we had that wall now, don't we? She's bringing him up with charges, trying to just, look, he gotta go to jail. Him messing with the election votes in Fulton County, which made him president, blah, 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 blah. So Trump decided to go and actually investigate her life, and they found that she was dating Nathan Wade. Nathan Wade is her lead prosecutor on the Trump case. So what Trump's team is saying that she is not a good judge of character. So how can she prosecute me when she got this bullshit going on in her life? The issue is, did she hire Nathan Wade before she started dating him? as the internet say, before he start clapping them cheeks. That is so bad. The internet is just like undefeated, right? They want to know, did she start dating him before he start clapping them cheeks? The case or after the case? So what they're saying is that she's receiving gifts from Nathan Wade. So she's paying Nathan Wade, which he got paid over $650,000, y'all. That's a lot of money over, like, to be billed before he start clapping them cheeks for a case. So Trump people like, you know what? I ain't going down like this. Let's go look under her rocks and let's go pull some shit under there. And right now this case is going on about Fani Willis. So first, her name ain't Fani. People keep calling her Fani. She's Fani Willis. I like this black woman. Like, I get it. She did some shit that probably wasn't the best judge of character, being a DA. But you know what? How many white men have done exactly what she's been accused of and got away with it? Y'all, when I worked in the law firms, you know how many attorneys wiped up their secretaries? You know, they spend time together, whatever. They're trying to get Fani. They saying like, look, you hired this dude and you paid him all his money so he can clap your cheeks and before you start clapping them cheeks and take you on these lavish trips. What Fani is saying is that no, I hired Nathan Wade. He became my lead prosecutor, and that's when we started, before he started clapping them cheeks, dating. So it's nothing wrong with that, because I didn't hire him to start dating me to give me these gifts. It's just that I hired him, and you know, before he start clapping them cheeks, you know, what you gonna do with love? Love just sneak up on you sometime. I don't know, lust do too. They start loving each other and they start, before he start clapping them cheeks, going on these trips or whatever. Now, I do believe that they could have handled this shit a little bit differently. But at the end of the day, the prosecutor, they have the burden of truth to prove. So I'm like in limbo. I'm like, man, but see, I get it, right? She hired him, she fell in love, she started dating him, and before he started clapping them cheeks, who'd have thought that? I mean, and Nathan Wade, he kind of fine too. Like, I like Nathan Wade. He got the bald head, dark skin, all of that. I get it. And at the same time, it's like, can she make like good judgment when it comes to being the DA of Fulton County? So she's being charged with misappropriating funds and just making bad decisions. Like, you can't hire your boyfriend to be the lead prosecutor on a case that's against Trump. That's so well highlighted. Like, everybody's following this case. But they're saying, you know, we start working together first, then before he start clapping them cheeks, I hired him. So that's what's going on.
So were the gifts already out there?
Yeah, they were like, so like my parents, they put I just saw them bring like a bunch of gifts. I see them bring a bunch of gifts on the day before Christmas Eve, and then we have to wait to open our presents when our parents are ready, and then they just bring a couple of more presents out and put them under the tree for us to open.
So Christmas morning, you kind of knew where you were going as far as which gifts were yours?
Yeah, because what I did, since there were name tags on them, I like put them in sections, like ones for me, for my sister, and then we also got gifts for my dog too. Okay. So I just put them in like different sections, so so I know which ones are the ones that we have.
Hey, I am Ebony. No. I am Ebony San Luis Kelly.
What the hell?
Give me a chance. I am vibrant. I am enthusiastic. I am loud. I am the one you want to know. I am confident. I am sexy. I do phenomenal shit.
Talk that shit.
I am great. You looking at greatness.
Who are you?
Ebony San Luis Kelly.
Joe.
So this reminds me of the mayor of Dalton, Illinois, right? I forget her name. Jonathan, what's her name? Any other time you know her name. He ain't messing with me today. Dalton Mayor Tiffany, is it Henyard? So just talking about black women in these positions. So she is being like, man, accused of doing a lot. She's using funds from the community. She is buying cars. I mean, living a lavish life. She's doing a lot of stuff. So it just goes back to me, like, I understand that these two women, they probably ain't making the right decisions when it comes to the positions that they hold. But I also do believe that there's some white men who have held the same positions, who's probably doing the same thing that they're doing. And all I'm saying is that, why can't we get a turn? I know it ain't right. I mean, the citizens of Dalton is coming at Tiffany head. And when you see her in the news, she like standing for what she believes. She talking on the mics like this. She talking to the media like this. And it's like, damn, girl, they got a lot of dirt on you. For both of them, Fani and Tiffany, what I've seen is that they know men, white men especially, have gotten away with these things before them, because I've seen them and heard them both kind of quote that, like, well, other mayors have been able to do this, and well, Fani Willis is like, DAs, it's the case of so-and-so. They were able to do this and things didn't get looked at, or they didn't get charged with, whatever Fani's being charged with and whatever Dalton, Illinois is trying to say about Tiffany. So it's just like, I get it, because so many white men, let's talk about the stock market. Let's talk about Wall Street. Let's talk about, you pay all this money into your stocks, right? And this money is being set somewhere. Then you got a lot of these white men, because there's a lot of white men that dominate these kind of areas, where to put the funds that people actually pay when they pay stocks, or when they're putting their money into different things. Like, you don't ever see that money. What's the movie that Leonardo was in? The Wall Street movie. Wolf of Wall Street. When you see that movie, you actually see how these funds keep coming in and how these brokers are using the money for their own good all the time. White men have been doing this forever. And it's like, now that black women may not be making a good decision, doing the same thing that these white men have done, and now they're being held to the cross. And I get it, they're wrong. They're not making good decisions, but damn, where they pass at? They don't get no pass. You know why? Because black women don't get no pass. So I can't wait to see how this ends with Tiffany being the Dalton mayor, because these trustees, baby, they are coming for her head, because you just can't flaunt mistreating people and using the funds for your own good and think you're going to have the back of the community. And with Fani Willis, you can't pay somebody $650,000 and then take trips with them and think you're going to be able to get away with it. But I love her defense, though. Her defense was, hey, I keep cash in the crib, because they're like, where your debit receipts? Where's your bank receipts for all these trips? So Nathan Wade will actually pay for the trips, and she will pay him back in cash, which was a smart move, right? So back to Fani Willis, the DA of Fulton County. They're saying you paid him all this money to receive all these trips and these lavish gifts from him. Well, there was no gifts, but the trips, they're saying, were gifts. And you can't do that. You can't pay somebody as an employee and then use the money that you're paying them to benefit yourself. You just can't do that. I can't wait to see what the judge comes back with, because the only thing that she's going to get hit with if they find her guilty is she's just going to be off the Trump case. And then they'll probably bring her up with some kind of civil charges and then make sure they get out the DA's office, right? With Tiffany, it's more about the community. She is like hurting the community around her with the decisions she's making about the money. So it's two different situations, but they're both black women, which is why I kind of combined them together in this, because I'm just saying, it's just like the PPP loans. These white people done got $50 million, $3 million from these PP loans. And guess who they coming after? They coming after people who done got $20,000, $40,000. They coming into the hood to get people who didn't do the right thing but got these PPP loans, saying they got a business, saying they got these employees, and they coming after them. Well, really, they should be going after the other people who got these $50 million. There was a lady in the news, man. She got like 4 PPP loans, which all total to be about $500,000. She bought a house, bought her and her husband one of them Infinity trucks. And I was like, what? And she was white. Go after them. It's like, okay, I know it's not right, and I'm not supporting wrong decisions, but I'm just saying, go after the ones that's getting the money. These white folks, leave the black people alone. Let's just chalk it up as their reparations. I mean, shit, it's just crazy. But I'm Team Fani Willis, and I can't wait to see what happens. Cause did y'all see her on the stand? Baby, she was letting them have it now. Was it the right decision? Was she doing the right thing? No, but it was so entertaining to watch. We gotta do some more Jointly Disconnected.
We really do.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to talk about. Jointly Disconnected, coming to a TV near you soon.
Coming to a distributor.
Coming to a distributor near you soon.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here!
Get up in here!
That's where the content gonna come in at.
That's a dope plug.
Yeah, it is. That's where the content.
Joe. Black Killer.
My year 2023. Ooh, these years are going so fast. I cannot believe we are in March 2024. Wow. So I remember I started my new year out in 2023 in Texas with my best friend, Myosha. Had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. She had a big New Year's party. And I remember being at the party and they had a DJ. And I was like, you know what? Let me go and get on the mic. And I remember having so much fun at her house in Texas for that whole New Year celebration. Then I came home and February 7th happened, and that's the day my cousin Snoop, Eddie Levon II, was found in his work office dead. I still can't get over that, man. Like, he was at work and he went to his office and didn't nobody see him for an amount of time, and they found him slumped over his desk. It's like so many things that happen that make you kind of wonder what happened in the time that wasn't nobody there. Like, what happened to him? What happened to him? So then after February 7th, I actually went on my first cruise with my mom. My mom is a travel agent, and there was a cruise for these travel agents to get like just more information, learn more about what they're doing, get more resources and things like that. And my first cruise, we went through the Caribbean, and oh my God, I had a wonderful time. It was like I was on a cruise by myself, but I was with my mother because she had so many workshops and meetings that she had to do. Meanwhile, I was able to be on my own, just exploring this first time adventure that I was on. So we docked in the Bahamas, Jamaica, and Haiti. Now I didn't get off in the Bahamas because I was so tired. I was so tired, and I loved our cabin. Our cabin was really, 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 really nice. So in Jamaica, I got off. My mom was so worried. She was like, "Are you gonna get off by yourself? Are you gonna be okay? I'm worried about you." And what I learned is that when I go on these international trips, that I want my phone to work just like if I was at home, so I can be able to call out, receive calls, texts, and things like that, because you just never know what might happen. So Jamaica, I had so much fun. I went on this water rafting When we got off the bus, we all got on the bus after we got off the ship, and everybody was coupled up. It was two, and it was just me, like I was by myself. And I'm like, you know what? I love doing like adventurous things by myself. I love just going out to a restaurant and just sitting at the bar and just eating food by myself. I haven't been to the show in a while by myself, but I'm learning that, shoot, we gotta like being by ourselves sometime in order to, you know, we want other people to like being around us. You know, we gotta like us. I noticed like a lot of people don't like themselves, which is why they don't like to be by themselves. You know, so they never want to go anywhere by themselves. You know, going out by yourself can be really, really fun, and you get to learn things about yourself. So I'm on this rafting trip. I'm about to go next, and they tell you like, hey, you want some rum punch? You know, you could buy this rum punch. You can buy a cup, or you can buy this bottle, and you can share with your rafter. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this bottle. It was real cheap. It was cheap liquor, because I remember I had a big old headache afterwards. So I got down on a raft, and he was like, you by yourself? And it was like, man, and I just leaned back, and we went through these like woods and this like wilderness in this water. And I remember it being so amazing. I did have this thought like, oh my God, he can kill me like right now when nobody know. But somebody was behind me, somebody was in front of me, so that wasn't gonna happen. And I remember just soaking up like, wow. And he was starting to tell me that in Jamaica, a lot of the herbs they use from these trees. No, first I asked, why doesn't it stink in this like dirty lake that we're in? But I remember saying like, why doesn't it stink? Why don't it smell like different outdoor smells? And he was telling me because a lot of the trees here in Jamaica, they grow herbs on it, and they use a lot of these herbs on these trees to help with like diabetes, high blood pressure. And I was just like, wow. So it was really amazing. Okay, so as we were going down this river, we saw all these different stands. They were selling towels, you know, Jamaica flag, different swimsuits, you know, different knickknacks and things that you can buy to take with you. And I remember saying to myself like, man, I wish I would have known to bring some cash, because having cash is what's needed. So I enjoyed it. It was about an hour and 45 minutes. And then we got to a certain spot. He was like, you know, I can give you like a foot massage or a body massage. And I was like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, for this amount of money, we can do this massage. And I was like, oh shit, wait, I ain't got no cash. So now I know going back, I did see a couple people off to the side. They were getting like massage with this white sand. It was really kind of dope to watch, but they were massaging like your feet and your legs. Man, the hustle is real out there in Jamaica. So that was like one of my best experiences, getting off the boat when we docked in Jamaica. And got back on the boat, then we docked at Haiti. Now Haiti, this was the first year that ships were able to dock in Haiti. And it was a whole experience. It was the beach, and I went ziplining. So I went ziplining. I think we were up like 6,000 feet in the air. Oh my God. Like I heard that and I was like, yeah, I want to go. But when we got to the place and we had to walk up them stairs to actually start, I was scared as hell. But you know what? I want to be more adventurous. One of the things I'm learning about myself, that when I tackle more things like that, fear starts to go away from me, right? The more things that I tackle that I'm scared of, the less times I'm fearful of a lot of things that happens, right? So the zip lining was everything. So I was figuring out like, man, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to take a video of myself. How I'm gonna take a picture of myself? Because I think I had to leave my phone in the locker, because they like, look, you drop your phone, you on your own. So they say it's smart that you leave your phone in the locker. So I'm coming, oh my God, it's like, because I'm riding like Superman. They say you can either sit down and ride like this, holding on, or you can go like Superman style. So I was like, you know what? I'm going Superman style. And I did. And I was so scared. The worst part about that is actually coming out that block, right? Because you got to dangle like over nothing, trees and branches, and it's you so far up in the air, and it's like, oh my God, I was screaming, but I couldn't get none of this on video, and I'm like, oh my God, this experience is dope, I can't capture it. And of course, I'm talking to everybody that's in my group that's going, and I think I go last because I'm like, you know what? I went last. So the instructor, she said, I'm gonna go with you because I'm gonna help coach you while you're going. So we go and I'm going. I can hear her saying, go Ebony, oh my God, you're doing great. She was like, open your eyes, open your eyes. And I opened my eyes and it was like this beach under me. And it was like amazing. I was flying through the air. So we get to the end. I'm like, oh my God, I did it. I did it. I did it. So I get down and guess what? The wife of the man in front of me, she videoed me coming in. So I do have that footage capture with me coming in, like flying a little bit and then coming in and stuff like that. So I'm glad I talked to everybody because when he got done, he had his wife like make sure he recorded me because I was saying like, oh my God, I can't get this footage. I'm by myself, da 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 da. That was an amazing experience, ziplining in Haiti. Haiti was so much fun. We gotta do some more Jointly Disconnected.
We really do.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to talk about. Jointly Disconnected, coming to a TV near you soon.
Coming to a distributor.
Coming to a distributor near you soon.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here!
Get up in here!
That's where the content gonna come in at.
That's a dope plug.
Yeah, it is. That's where the content.
Joe. Black Kumar.
My name is Jonathan Whitaker, and I am the father of Justice Orion Whitaker, my daughter, who I haven't seen or talked to since the day after her 11th birthday on Sunday, October 13th, 2018, when I dropped her back off at her home at the time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Do the math on that one. Her mother, Precious Angel Parker, completely cut me off, I don't know why, blocked me on social media, and right now, this is me being desperate to find my daughter Justice. The only thing that the state of Wisconsin family court system cares about is that they get that child support out of each of my paychecks every 2 weeks. And even they say that they don't know where Justice and her mother are. The thing that they do know is that they're no longer in the state of Wisconsin. So can you please help me find my daughter? Maybe search social media or try something that I haven't thought of. If you find her, please tell her to get in touch with her father Jonathan or Google Joe Blackula. Tell her that I miss her, and as I've always told her, that her father loves her very much. Thank you.
Jonathan, you have to remember, crust has to be crunchy.
Closing words, you got 5 seconds.
I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly.
Slap them thighs. Don't end it with the
Jonathan,
What's the movie about?
the Wall Street. Ooh, that's okay, Jonathan, because you is really like, you really not feeling me today. No. Oh, you hit my stomach? I'm hungry.
Joe. Black Kumar.